Welcome back to ABC General Hospital Spoilers channel. Today we will learn about the explosive developments brewing in Port Charles as Thursday, September 25th promises to deliver emotional father-son bonding, dangerous family secrets, and shocking romantic revelations that will leave viewers absolutely stunned. Cody's unexpected paternal moment. The stables at the Quartermaine estate become the unlikely setting for one of the most touching scenes yet to unfold this week, as Cody Bell finds himself thrust into an unexpectedly profound conversation with young James West. The atmosphere grows heavy with emotion when the precocious youngster, his cowboy hat slightly askew and his small hands gripping the stable rails, delivers a heart-wrenching confession that catches Cody completely off guard. "Sometimes I really wish you were my dad," James admits with the innocent honesty that only children possess, his words cutting through the musty stable air like a knife through Cody's carefully constructed emotional barriers. With Maxie Jones trapped in her indefinite coma, James has been navigating the treacherous waters of feeling like an orphan. Despite being surrounded by loving family members, his grandmother Felicia Scorpio has been doing her absolute best to fill the maternal void, while Max Scorpio continues to provide unwavering support and guidance. Even Damian Spinelli, with his quirky charm and genuine affection, has stepped up to love James as if he were his own biological son. However, there's something uniquely special about the bond James has formed with Cody. Perhaps it's their shared love of horses, or maybe it's the way Cody treats him like a real partner rather than just a child. The camera lingers on Cody's weathered face as he processes the weight of James's words, his eyes reflecting a mixture of surprise, tenderness, and perhaps a hint of the parental instinct he never knew existed within him. The stable setting becomes symbolic of the safe haven that Cody represents for this vulnerable young boy, and viewers can expect this moment to mark a significant turning point in their relationship. Cody's response will undoubtedly reassure James that he'll be there for as long as he's needed, welcoming him into the stable and his heart anytime he desires. Family tensions reach breaking point. Meanwhile, across Port Charles, the investigation into Drew Cain's shocking shooting continues to tear families apart, with the Robinson-Ashford clan finding themselves caught in an increasingly dangerous web of suspicion and doubt. Trina Robinson, displaying wisdom beyond her years yet struggling with the helplessness that comes with watching her parents' marriage crumble before her eyes, seeks guidance from Jordan Ashford in what promises to be a pivotal conversation. The friction between Portia and Curtis has become so palpable that even their daughter can no longer ignore the toxic atmosphere, suffocating their once happy home. Trina's desperation to somehow intervene, to find a way to bridge the growing chasm between her parents, speaks to her deep love for her family and her refusal to watch them destroy themselves over this investigation. However, Jordan's advice that doing nothing is exactly what Trina needs to do carries the weight of hard-earned experience and maternal wisdom that could prove crucial in the coming days. The conversation between Marshall Ashford and Curtis takes on an even more ominous tone, as grandfather and son navigate the murky waters of family loyalty versus moral obligation. Marshall's pointed question about whether Curtis truly believes Portia could be guilty of attempting to murder Drew Cain exposes the devastating reality that this investigation has the potential to destroy not just marriages, but entire family legacies. Curtis finds himself in the impossible position of acknowledging that Portia indeed had compelling motives to want Drew Cain eliminated, motives that run just as deep as his own, reasons for wanting the ruthless congressman silenced permanently. The revelation that Marshall expressed satisfaction over Drew's fate, suggesting that the congressman got what he deserved, adds another layer of complexity to an already volatile situation. This statement forces viewers to question whether Marshall's reaction stems from protective grandfather instincts or something far more sinister. The Ashford family's united front in ensuring none of them face consequences for the crime suggests a level of coordination that could either save them all or condemn them collectively. Portia's romantic revelation. At General Hospital, the sterile corridors witness yet another dramatic turning point as Portia Robinson makes a decision that will undoubtedly send shockwaves through multiple storylines. Her seeking out Isaiah Gannon represents more than just a casual conversation. It's a definitive statement about the direction of her heart and her marriage. When she tells Isaiah that she's reconsidered her position and decided to move forward, the implications reverberate far beyond their personal relationship. The passionate night Portia and Isaiah shared had initially been dismissed as a momentary lapse in judgment, a brief escape from the crushing pressures of her deteriorating marriage. and the Drew Kane investigation. However, her subsequent declaration that it could never happen again seemed to close that particular chapter definitively. Now, with her marriage to Curtis hanging by the thinnest of threads and trust between them completely shattered, Portia appears ready to embrace the possibility of genuine happiness with Isaiah. The professional complications of their potential romance add delicious layers of complexity to this storyline. As co-chief of staff at the hospital, Portia technically holds authority over Isaiah as a surgeon, creating a power dynamic that could complicate their personal relationship in ways that neither of them has fully anticipated. The hospital gossip mill will undoubtedly work overtime as colleagues begin to notice the chemistry between them, and the ethical implications of their relationship could provide additional drama in the weeks to come. Brooklyn's high-stakes mission. High above Port Charles, aboard the luxurious ELQ corporate jet, Brooklyn Quartermaine Chase finds herself at the center of what appears to be a rescue mission for the missing Tracy Quartermaine. The aircraft's cabin becomes a pressure cooker of tension as Brooklyn braces herself for whatever devastating news awaits her, her knuckles white as she grips the airplane seat and prepares for the worst possible scenarios. Her conversation with an unnamed companion takes on an almost military precision as she asks, "Now that I am officially braced, what now?" A question that suggests she's been mentally preparing herself for potentially devastating news about Tracy's disappearance. The fact that someone felt compelled to tell her to brace herself indicates that the situation involving Tracy is far more serious than initially suspected, and Brooklyn's role in resolving this crisis could prove crucial to the Quartermaine family's future. The heart-to-heart conversation scheduled between Brooklyn and her father Ned promises to explore multiple emotional territories. Their discussion could cover everything from the ongoing Joe Palmieri situation that has created tension within the family, to the painful rift that has developed between Brooklyn and both her mother and grandmother. Additionally, the recent loss of the beloved Monica Quartermaine continues to cast a shadow over the entire family, and this father-daughter moment could provide an opportunity for both of them to process their grief and find healing in their shared memories. Nathan's mysterious return, perhaps the most shocking development of all, unfolds within the sterile walls of General Hospital, where the impossible appears to be happening before Nina Reeves' tear-filled eyes. The man identified as John Doe has regained consciousness, and his apparent recognition of Nina when she calls him Jay suggests that this truly might be Nathan West, a man who was supposedly buried and mourned by everyone who loved him. Nina's emotional breakdown, evidenced by her tear-stained face and desperate question, "How are you here?" captures the surreal nature of this reunion that defies everything she thought she knew about life, death, and the finality of grief. The fact that this man possesses Nathan's face, DNA, and fingerprints creates an undeniable biological connection, yet the lingering questions about his mental state add layers of mystery that promise to drive future storylines. The confusion evident in the returned Nathan's expression raises crucial questions about his mental condition and the circumstances of his miraculous survival. Has he suffered amnesia that has erased his memories of his previous life? Has he been subjected to some form of brainwashing that has altered his personality and emotional connections? Or is he simply struggling to reconcile his memories with the reality of his current situation? These questions will undoubtedly fuel speculation and drive viewer engagement as this impossible reunion unfolds. The implications of Nathan's return extend far beyond Nina's personal happiness. His resurrection will impact every relationship he once had, every person who mourned his death, and every decision made in his absence. Next, we will learn about the issue that has captivated Port Charles viewers and ignited passionate debates across social media platforms. Are Jason Morgan and Britt Westburn truly destined for matrimonial bliss? Or are we witnessing yet another doomed romance that will ultimately crumble under the weight of their complicated histories? The fateful airport reunion. The cosmic forces of destiny seem to orchestrate the most unexpected of reunions. When Britt Westburn stepped off that airplane and locked eyes with Jason Morgan in the bustling terminal corridors, among all the familiar faces that could have greeted her return to Port Charles, the countless characters who share intricate histories with the brilliant yet volatile Dr. It was Jason who fate selected to be her welcoming committee. This seemingly random encounter at the airport carries profound symbolic weight, suggesting that the universe itself is conspiring to weave their romantic threads back together into something far more substantial than their previous relationship attempts. The undeniable chemistry crackling between them during this pivotal airport scene serves as compelling evidence that Jason and Britt are being positioned as Port Charles' next power couple. Their magnetic attraction transcends the awkward circumstances of their past, where Jason's abrupt abandonment left Britt emotionally devastated and questioning her worth as a romantic partner. The writers have deliberately crafted this reunion to feel organic yet inevitable, as if these two souls have been circling each other through the cosmos, waiting for the perfect moment to reconnect on a deeper, more meaningful level. The question that lingers heavy in the Port Charles air is not whether Jason and Britt will embark on another romantic journey together that much seems written in the stars, but rather how profound their connection will prove to be this time around. Will their renewed romance blossom into something permanent and transformative? Or are we destined to witness another chapter of heartbreak and missed opportunities? The airport reunion has set the stage for what could potentially be the greatest love story in recent General Hospital history. The magnetic pull of opposite personalities, the fundamental differences between Jason Morgan's steady, drama-verse personality and Britt Westburn's fiery, unpredictable nature create a romantic dynamic that exemplifies the classic opposites attract phenomenon that has captivated audiences for generations. Jason's preference for straightforward solutions and conflict avoidance stands in stark contrast to Britt's tendency to charge headfirst into emotional chaos, her quick wit serving as both sword and shield in navigating the treacherous waters of Port Charles relationships. Critics might argue that such contrasting temperaments are destined for explosive confrontations and ultimate incompatibility, pointing to their previous romantic failures as evidence that oil and water simply cannot mix harmoniously. However, relationship experts and devoted soap opera fans recognize that the most enduring love stories often emerge from partnerships where each person provides what the other lacks, creating a balanced whole that is stronger than the sum of its individual parts. Jason's calming influence serves as the perfect antidote to Britt's tendency toward emotional volatility, while her passionate approach to life challenges Jason to embrace feelings and experiences he might otherwise avoid. This complementary dynamic suggests that their relationship has the potential to evolve beyond mere physical attraction into something resembling genuine partnership and mutual growth. The writers appear to be crafting a slow-burn romance that allows both characters to demonstrate how they enhance each other's lives rather than complicate them. The real test of their compatibility will come as they navigate the inevitable obstacles that Port Charles relationships face: family disapproval, professional conflicts, and the constant interference of past romantic entanglements. If Jason and Britt can weather these storms while maintaining their essential chemistry and mutual respect, they may indeed prove that opposites don't just attract, they can also create lasting, transformative love. Breaking through emotional barriers. The delicate process of rebuilding trust and emotional intimacy between Jason and Britt represents one of the most compelling relationship storylines currently unfolding on General Hospital. Britt's defensive walls, constructed through years of romantic disappointments and professional betrayals, present a formidable challenge that will require patience, consistency, and genuine emotional investment from Jason. The humiliation Britt experienced when Jason chose Carly Spencer over her created deep emotional scars that cannot be healed overnight through grand gestures or passionate declarations. Instead, Jason must demonstrate through his actions that he has evolved beyond the man who was unable to fully commit to their relationship. Every small gesture of consideration, every moment of choosing Britt's needs over convenience, serves as another brick removed from the protective fortress she has built around her heart. The gradual erosion of Britt's emotional barriers promises to provide viewers with incredibly satisfying relationship development, as each breakthrough moment carries the weight of their shared history and the promise of their potential future. The writers have positioned Jason as someone who has learned from his previous mistakes and is now ready to fight for love, rather than simply accepting whatever fate delivers to his doorstep. The pivotal moment when Britt finally allows herself to be vulnerable with Jason again will undoubtedly rank among the most memorable romantic scenes in recent General Hospital history. This emotional surrender will represent not just her willingness to risk heartbreak again, but also her recognition that Jason has become worthy of her trust and affection. The anticipation building toward this moment creates emotional investment that extends far beyond the characters themselves. The Five Poppies Resort Rescue. Jason's heroic intervention at the Five Poppies Resort serves as a powerful metaphor for his role in Britt's emotional journey and establishes him as her protector in both physical and emotional realms. The dramatic circumstances surrounding this rescue demonstrate Jason's willingness to risk everything for Britt's safety, proving that his feelings for her extend far beyond casual attraction or convenient companionship. The exotic resort setting provides the perfect backdrop for romantic tension to flourish, as dangerous circumstances force Jason and Britt to rely on each other in ways that reveal their deepest character traits and strongest emotional connections. Away from the familiar pressures and expectations of Port Charles, they can explore their relationship without the constant interference of family members, professional obligations, and romantic rivals. Jason's deep care for Britt becomes increasingly evident through his protective instincts and willingness to prioritize her well-being above his own safety considerations. This rescue scenario allows him to demonstrate the depth of his commitment without requiring verbal declarations that might feel premature or forced. Actions speak louder than words, and Jason's actions at Five Poppies Resort speak volumes about his true feelings. The shared trauma and triumph of surviving dangerous circumstances together creates an unbreakable bond that extends far beyond ordinary romantic experiences. This rescue becomes the foundation upon which their renewed relationship can be built, providing them with concrete evidence that they can trust each other completely when everything else falls apart. Overcoming the Carly shadow. Britt's understandable discomfort with playing second fiddle to Carly Spencer and her extensive social network represents one of the most significant obstacles their relationship must overcome. The constant reminder that Jason once chose Carly over her creates an emotional minefield that requires careful navigation and genuine reassurance from Jason that circumstances have fundamentally changed. The challenge facing Jason is demonstrating through consistent behavior that Britt has become his romantic priority rather than a convenient placeholder until something better arrives. This requires him to make difficult choices that may alienate longtime friends and family members who expect his loyalty to remain with established Port Charles power structures. Elevating Britt to the position of queen of his heart demands more than romantic gestures. It requires Jason to restructure his entire social and emotional hierarchy to reflect her importance in his life. This transformation must be evident not only in private moments, but also in public situations, where his choices clearly demonstrate his commitment to their relationship. The writers have positioned this dynamic as a crucial test of Jason's character development and his ability to evolve beyond the patterns that have defined his previous relationships. Success in this area would signal that Jason has genuinely matured into someone capable of the kind of partnership that Britt deserves and demands. Wedding bell possibilities. The tantalizing prospect of Jason and Britt exchanging wedding vows represents the ultimate romantic payoff that General Hospital fans are eagerly anticipating. The journey toward potential matrimony must feel earned rather than rushed, requiring both characters to demonstrate genuine growth and compatibility that extends beyond physical attraction and shared danger. A Jason-Britt wedding would need to feel like the culmination of a genuine love story, rather than a ratings grab or plot convenience. This means allowing their relationship to develop through multiple challenges and seasons of growth, proving that their connection can withstand the test of time and the inevitable obstacles that Port Charles relationships face. The dramatic potential of their wedding celebration provides countless storytelling opportunities, from family objections and rival interventions to last-minute revelations and romantic surprises. The writers could craft a wedding event that becomes appointment television, drawing devoted fans and casual viewers alike to witness the union of two characters who have captured audience imagination. Fan reception will ultimately determine whether Jason and Britt achieve legendary status as a General Hospital super couple deserving of matrimonial celebration. If their chemistry continues to resonate with viewers and their relationship development feels authentic and satisfying, wedding bells may indeed be ringing in their future, creating another iconic Port Charles love story for the ages.